So today is an exciting day. We're picking up a hydroponic system from a guy by the name of PK. And PK's got his own little business here. So we're stopping. I ordered up the stuff and we're coming to pick it up today. So hang in there. I'm JC. This is Nat. Together we've helped hundreds of foreigners get more life for less money by having a retirement in Thailand. Now we've set out on a new adventure with the help of Danoi, Kakao, and Gopher. Together, join us on our journey while we turn this into this and make a full forest and help make Thailand green again. This guy's been so helpful. We spent like an hour asking him questions. Of course, we're recording the answers so we don't forget, because this is a whole process. He's been doing this a long time. He knows the proper pHs, the EC levels, all these different things. We got fertilizer, we've got a few seeds to start out, and we've got in the back of the truck, we've got some troughs. I think we got about 48 cups we'll be able to plant in to start out, to test this thing. So we're excited. Pump has to run 24 hours and we're on solar, so that might be a little bit of an issue, but if anybody needs some hydroponic vegetables and you're near Nong Hong, this is the guy to come see. If you have a business or something or a restaurant and you need some hydroponic vegetables that are grown to perfection, check this guy out. And if you contact me, I'll give you the information how to contact PK. You're always looking for business to sell, right? Yes. There you go. All right. He's been really helpful. If you want any information about hydroponics, I'll turn you on to that too. So we're excited to get going, aren't we, Nat? Yeah, we're going to start growing some vegetables. All right. Thanks, Mr. PK. Good guy. All right, Nat. Well, let's give them an update here on what's going on. It's planting season. We want to start growing some more food. Last year we grew some vegetables. Fruits. We had some melons. We had corn. We had tomatoes. We had eggplant. Yeah. So we're going to start planting again, and we're going to do the hydroponics. And the only background I have in hydroponics is my dad used to do it. When I was a little kid, my dad had hydroponic tomatoes that he grew in a foam cooler and put some fertilizer in there and grew them, and they were really tasty and everything. So that's the background I have. So this is a learning curve for the hydroponics, and we'll talk about that going forward. So if you've never done hydroponics and you're thinking, well, that'd be pretty cool, stick around because you'll learn from our mistakes, right? But here we've already started digging to clear this for some corn. That's right. Corn's going to go there, and we're going to plant more than 6 stalks. Yeah. Like we had last year. We had like 6. People would laugh when they went by. They got like 6 corn, and there wasn't enough for it to pollinate itself, and so some of our corn was missing the kernels because it didn't get pollinated. Because if you don't know, each little silk fiber, you have to pollinate each one of those because each one of those is a kernel of corn on the cob. So each one has to get pollinated. And then over here, all our plants, our trees are growing and doing really well, but we're going to plant some vegetables and stuff in there as well. But let's talk to them about what we've done so far as hydroponics and stuff. So let's go check out the back here. So we went into the local community not that far from here, and PK, who has a hydroponic business where he grows vegetables and sells them, we bought from him for 5,000 baht. Those are the planting trays you see leaning against the house there, and for 5,000 baht we've got those. We've got the end caps, a pump, some chemicals for testing the EC and for the pH and fertilizer. So we're pretty much good to go. And the plastic. And the plastic for our shade house. This is where it's going to go. and Nat will also be doing some stuff in here as well. And so we did have the green fabric on the top as well, but after talking to PK, he said that the black is better, but during rainy season it can really be hard on the plants inside, and so we're going to put clear plastic over the top. And so he supplied the clear plastic as well, because we checked and we had to pay like 9,000 baht or something for a big old roll. We didn't need that much. As you can see, it's a small little shade house. And so Nat built our walkway here coming in. And as you can see, we've got it cement poles and some PVC for the framing for the roof. And Nat's sidewalk going in. So we're going to set up the troughs on this side for the, I think we have 48 cups, holes for vegetables to grow. And I also created a compost bin over here, which isn't complete yet. I still need to put a couple more sides on there, but Nat's got a compost bin, and until I get it finished, the dogs at night use it as a bed. Very comfortable. So that's where we're at with the hydroponics. So we're going to go ahead today and get the plastic up on the roof. We're going to buy some of the black netting, so when it's really on hot days, sunny days, he said during like the middle of the day, roll the black over the top just to help protect it a little bit. I created some stands here, and we'll build those up a little bit to get this off the ground. We're going to be using solar. The system we have, you can do two ways. You can either run the pump 24 hours a day and have it at an angle, or you can have it flat where it sits in water, and there's advantages and disadvantages of both. But I think the one where it runs and the water is continually moving is the better option. And so we have to run the pump 24 hours a day. Now it's a small aquarium pump, so it shouldn't take much electricity. During the day, the solar will power it, no problem. And at night, I don't think it'll detract and reduce the power from our batteries too much. So I think that'll be okay as well. And so that's the ticket. That's what we're going to do. Hopefully, I bought a small ladder. Hopefully, standing on that, I'll be able to put the clips up there. We'll see. Anyway, probably get a nosebleed doing that up at that height. But that's the update. So we'll be following up as we go along, setting this up. PK has been a wealth of information. He really was helpful. And he's got us, so I know how to test the water for pH, to test the fertilizer strength, and germinate the seeds, all that stuff. So great guy. And we actually been buying some of the cause lettuce from him that he's been growing. It's really good, really high quality, tasty stuff. So that's it. Nat and I are gonna be setting this up and testing it, see how it works. Maybe we can grow some strawberries on that. Yeah, strawberries and fresh whipped cream. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? So you'll be coming along with us on the journey, but that's the update for what we're doing with the hydroponics, and we'll be updating you about our planting in the ground as well. Hopefully we'll do better this year than we did last year. It was a learning curve. We had some pests last year, so we'll be spraying that with some biological pesticides to help that. And that's about it. Other than that, good to go?
Yeah.
Ready to put up the top?
Ready.
The roof is going on. Voila! What do you think, Nat?
Good job.
We got the plastic up. We've got it clipped in most places we need, but we need some more clips to hold it down even better. And then the black shade cloth that will roll in on the inside during really sunny days to protect our plants. But right now, we don't even have seedlings yet, so it's not a big deal. But we wanted to get this up as a first step before we start putting stuff inside. So plastic's up, good to go. All right, Nat, let's give them an update of what's happening in our shade house here. We went with the peak roof, as opposed to the hoop. Only because I thought it would be easier to assemble, which now looking back, it probably would have been better maybe to do the hoop, but I don't know how to keep it secure in two directions with the hoops. See, this one, we went this way because I could put these cross members in here and keep it secure going both in two directions, laterally back and forth and side to side. Now that's a lot of windage on that, and we're noticing these poles aren't cemented into the ground and they're starting to move. We had a lot of wind over the last few days, a lot of weather, and this sort of held up. We lose some of the clips every once in a while that hold the plastic onto the PVC. We lose some of those, they pop off, but other than that it's held up pretty good. Now our hydroponic guy, PK, he suggested metal, a metal roof, and he for about $200 he would actually make this out of metal and we could put it up there. Right now that's not in our budget, so we're going with this, and like I say, it's a little bit wimpy. It moves around when the wind blows, but so far it just has been bending and hasn't broke. He also asked about the shade cloth. Now we originally bought green shade cloth, right now?
Yes.
And PK said that really isn't what you want to be over hydroponics. You want black shade cloth at 50%. That's right, at 50%, right? So we bought black shade cloth. It's in the bag over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to rig this up so we get full spectrum light from the clear plastic, and it protects it from the heavy rains during rainy season, which was the idea of the plastic. Because if the heavy rains come down like we had last year, and PK showed us videos of it blowing off metal roof off of his, metal struts holding up the plastic, it actually blew those off and broke them. So we're not sure how structurally sound this will be, but the clear plastic is what gives us a full spectrum. We have assembled already our trays, and these are our hydroponic trays. We have 6 of them. We have 48 holes, and that's going to hold the solution, the fertilizer, and then it'll be circulated through there. And with the clear plastic, we get full spectrum light. But this is where we are now, and we'll probably redesign this roof at some point and cement these poles into the ground to make them more secure. But that's where we are now, so that hopefully that gets you up to date. Nat this week is going to be sprouting some seeds, and the seeds we're going to sprout are what?
Salad
Cos lettuce and red oak lettuce, and then we'll be sprouting some more seeds that will do well in a hydroponic system as well. And we'll probably first set out with about 2 or 3 of these going with the fertilizer, and then we'll increase it. And I want to get our lettuce on a rotation, and so if we can rotate it so about every 10 days we have 3 heads of cos lettuce and 3 heads of red oak lettuce, that should keep us supplied with lettuce all the time and go through a rotation that way. And we'll be updating you as well as what else we're going to put into these troughs to grow hydroponically. If you have any suggestions, we're thinking about strawberries as well, but it's pretty hot in the season, and those grow better when it's cooler, and we're ending the cool season. And then on the end, if you're wondering, on the end down here, we're going to be doing some foam, and in the foam containers we'll be having tomatoes and cucumbers. Now one of our members, Wally Kane, on our Facebook group, he showed us some towers that are like this, but towers. They grow vertically instead of horizontally, and I'll try and show a picture on this of that, and that would be awesome for growing strawberries on. Again, I have to look and see if they'll grow in this heat or not, but that's another option and something we're looking forward to experimenting with. But we'll be updating you as time goes on. But that's it. Hopefully you're updated now. Now we just got through saying that it was dry, hot, smoky season, and the wind and rain and everything wasn't going to start for about 5 weeks. Well, guess what? We've got a rain coming, and it's already howling, and we're going to see how well this hangs in there. Now, one of the things when I was in Florida, when we had hurricanes, they actually noticed that the wooden houses withstood hurricanes better than the cement houses. And they said that's because the wood gave with the wind a little bit. So that was real interesting. Check out these birds over here. They know something's happening, eh? He's looking a little worried too. Well, we got the answer to that. That's not going to work too well. Already, that storm hadn't even hit, and I've already lost the plastic. Look at it, it's like a sail. It's going to end up in the next province if I don't get it off of there. Well, that's the...
Yes.
Today's a special cuisine day, a day to eat something that we don't normally eat, which is...
ไข่มดแดง
And what does that translate to?
egg and
What is it?
egg and
Ant egg.
and egg.
What color ant?
less and
Red ant eggs. And who cooked them?
you cookie
I cooked them.
my mom get
And what did I cook?
ไข่เจียวไข่มดแดง
A red ant omelet. Didn't turn out too good of an omelet, but it's more like scrambled eggs. But you can see the ant eggs in there. When was the last time you ate a red ant omelet?
never eat that
Never. Uh-oh, we're in for something new. You know when the last time I cooked one was?
I don't know
Never. So there's those two exciting first-timers. So let's check them out. Let's see what it tastes like. I think I want more chicken egg than ant egg. We'll give it a taste. Huh? Good, huh? What do you think? Good, huh? She already cleaned her plate. Look, done deal. Clean plate club. Alright. Alright, let's give it a try. Somebody calling you? I think I hear your phone vibrating. Alright, let's give this a try. Not sure about this. When you eat the egg, it pops. Huh? When you eat the egg, it pops. Huh. They don't really have any taste. Check it out. Try some red ants. I think they make salads and stuff too. Make yum do I make?
yes
Yum do. Okay. Check it out. 1 thumb up, 2 thumbs up. See ya.
I'm run first
So now
yeah
we ate our red ant omelet because we needed energy
yeah
for our next task,
for lunch
which is, well, maybe I should just wait and tell them the story of why we're going to do our next task, you know, because I had a little bit of a fright this morning. So every morning I get up and I want to feed the fish and check on the chickens, give them some scraps from the night before that we had. And so I come over here, give the fish some food, and then head towards the chicken coop. Now, there's a dragon fruit. It's like a cactus, but it produces dragon fruit. And there's a green snake in there, but it's not a dangerous snake. It's not a viper or anything. It's just a green snake. So we've decided if they're not poisonous snakes, just to leave them alone, let them be. But if they're poisonous snakes, we're thinking maybe it's a good idea to get rid of them. But today, I headed over here, and just like normal, I crossed over like this, and then gave a look up into the dragon fruit to see if I could find the green snake, because I always like to check him out. He's pretty cool, pretty snake. Then I noticed that the chair had blown over last night, or got knocked over. And so I came over here to pick up the chair, and when I leaned over to pick up the chair, coming right across here was a big snake. It was about, now I'm deathly afraid of snakes. It appeared to me about a meter long, and it was a darker color. I think it's a cobra. We're not 100% sure. But we're also losing eggs. Like sometimes we get about 8 eggs. Sometimes we only get about 4 eggs. So we're thinking that was one of the possible solutions that was happening, or possible scenarios, that a snake was coming in and getting the eggs. This guy could have been egg shopping when I saw him, and he came into this wood pile. So the idea is to get rid of, well, I'm not sure. What would you do? Would you just leave the snake alone if he's eating the eggs? Or would you try and get rid of it if it's poisonous and eating your eggs? I'll leave it up to you. You can see Nat's armed with some rakes to try and rake this. We shouldn't have this here anyway. It's probably not a good idea. And her son's got the 3-pointed spear that he uses for catching snakes. Where's our snake hunter dog? We have a snake hunter dog too. So we're going to dig into this pile and see if we can find the snake. We could have lost the snake while we were cooking and eating.
Okay.
Huh? And there's some holes under here as well in the root system. So he could have gone down into under this tree, under this pile. I don't know.
You body.นั่นกินไข่ไปหลายหรอบ่ไข่ออกว่าซ้ำกันจังเทียไประวังแมวเขาออกไว้นะฮะมันนอนอยู่เอาปืนอะไรจะไปดังของดังไข่นะ
Yeah, I bet you it's underneath here in the hole.
I think maybe they gone already.
Could be gone, but I don't see it.
Yeah, Dick don't look like he saw something. He
It's
chill.
snowing in the hole, but all right. Well, that's it for snake hunting today. It appears that this guy either has a home under here in a hole, or, which we'll keep looking, try and see if we can find him, or he slithered off while we were eating and getting ready to come over. Either way, we'll update you with snake forecasts in the future as to what we did with, I think it's a cobra. Good morning from Bonfran. I don't know. Bon Surprise.
In San Farm.
Yeah, Isan Farm. We have a couple things that are really exciting that happen and are going to happen. And so it's morning and it's the hot season has started, right? And we have birds. Yeah, we had a problem. But in the morning, the sun would come up on the side of the house and it would heat it up really quick.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to run the air in the morning and stuff like that to try and keep it cool. But it would heat up the house. So we ended up getting, what did we end up getting, Nat?
The awning.
Yeah, check this out. We got an awning on this side of the house. And this shades it, as you can see, in the morning. It doesn't come in the window, right? And keeps it cool. So this is a really great thing. It was a good addition. And it wasn't that expensive. How much did it cost?
2,300.
$2,200. That's like $66, something like that.
4 by 2 meters.
Great deal, huh? And the guy put it up, and it's great. We probably could use a couple more over by the kitchen. Speaking of kitchen, come on over here. So the kitchen, we got a big improvement that's coming. Now, as you can see, we put up the walls. And we've actually got an awning over there too. In the afternoon, we can draw that down and keep it a little bit cooler and in the shade. But we were missing something. It was a nice outdoor kitchen, eating outdoors. Oh, it's great, except with the bugs. Some bugs. We got the bug zapper, but a lot of bugs in this time of year. But what were we missing?
The floor.
Yeah, we still have the poured cement floor. And the thing about this is, what did we do? We ended up buying tile. How many months ago did we buy the tile? How many months ago did we buy that tile?
2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, this has been sitting under the house for, I don't know, months. And you can see we got a little stone pattern on there and stuff, really nice. But we asked a couple people, and they were busy doing other things. There was rice harvest, and then sugar cane harvest, and potato harvest, and harvest moon harvest, and everything. But anyway, we found some people. We saw some people doing it yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Doing some work on a house that was close by, and they came by last night and checked it out. And they said, "Oh, how about if we come tomorrow?" And so, which is this morning. They're going to be here soon, and we're going to get this tiled. Now, the important part is what? To keep it sloped from that side to this side. So when it rains, because rain does come in here, and right now it pools, we told them it's really important to slope this so that the rain will run off in that direction. And that way, when it rains, it'll run off, and also I can wash it down with water when we want to clean it. And it should run off and dry quick. That's the idea anyway. And but they're coming soon. And what do we got to do?
Take out the stuff.
We got to get all this stuff out of here so it's ready for them to do the work. So that's what we're going to do. But this is the before, and we'll be showing you the after. How much are they going to charge for this?
They charge for square meter for 100 baht.
100 baht a square meter, and they figure it's going to be about 2,400 baht to do the work, the tile. And so that's about as much as it costs for the awning. Right? Yeah. And so that's for the labor. We already did get the tile. I don't remember how much the tile cost. Do you? To do this? How much the tile we paid for the tile?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. And then we need to buy how many bags of cement?
4 cement.
4 bags of cement. How many?
1 cube the sand.
And what cubic meter of the sand for them to do the work? So it's going to cost us about $100 to do the labor to get this thing done. And so we'll be showing it to you later. The update to our kitchen, which is really going to make a difference, huh? Yeah, we're looking forward to this. All right, let's get busy. Get this stuff out of here. How about that hat? That's cool, huh? That's a shady hat. Keep the head cool, right? So, look at this. We didn't know we had such a big kitchen, did we?
Yeah.
With all the stuff out. It's a lot bigger than it was before, huh? Yeah, so there you go. There's the before, what we're dealing with. See if you can see. And we'll be showing you what it's like when we're done, right? Yeah, we're looking forward to this. Hopefully it's a one-day job, right? Yeah. Back at you soon. Good morning from the farm. You can see all our stuff from our kitchen is out on the side of the house. And Houston, we have a problem. What's our problem, Nat?
We have a tire.
And we ran out of tile. If you look, we came up short. There was some breakage and maybe a little bit of miscalculation on my part as well, but we had some breakage in the, because these tiles sat around. How long did the tiles sit under the house?
3 months.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 months. Now, one thing that could be a big problem is, and I've tried to reiterate this to everybody who's thinking about coming to live in Thailand for 20 years. What do I tell people?
You saw something, you buy, you want to like, don't wait.
When you see something, buy it right then. You might never see it again. Well, if we had bought this and then they came to do the tile work and they said, oh, we're short a box. How many boxes do we need?
4.
We need 4 more boxes. So if we just bought them yesterday and went back, probably a good chance that they still had them, right? But 4 months later, we could go back and those might not be there. You might never see this again. This design of tile, it could be gone. You might never see it. So we're hoping we got to run because they're going to come back to do the work, and we got to have some tile. And it's early. They open at 8 o'clock. It's almost 8 o'clock, but it's about a 25-minute, 30-minute drive to get there. About a 30-minute drive to get back. So that's an hour just to do that, and then hopefully they're going to have them. We're keeping our fingers crossed. If not, I don't know what we'll do. We'll have to cruise around, see if we can find some other tile shop or something might have them, or come up with a different design for the edge or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's our mission for today. But it's looking good right now.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow, big difference. Nice, and it's got a good The people who poured the cement, though, we had a problem.
Yeah.
People who originally poured the cement for the slab for the house, and we knew there was going to be a kitchen, we think they actually sloped it the opposite way, coming down towards the back this way. And but the problem was when we put up this wall on the back side of it, when it rained and we got rain in here, what would happen now?
The water stay in here.
Right, it would pool on this side of the wall, and this was a problem. So when we said, okay, we need it to run off, we don't want it to run off towards the wall anymore, we need to run off the other side, which means what? They had to put up a lot of cement on this side to get the slope. So we're talking about creating a little ramp kind of thing on the end here, as opposed to this little step. But anyway, that's it. We got to get in the car and go see if we can find some tile. We'll keep you updated. See ya. All right, now let's see if we get lucky. So what happened, Nat? We got lucky. They still had it in stock. Look at that. Woohoo! All right, good to go. Well,
Done deal.
done deal. That's right. Check this out, huh? We have a kitchen floor. Wow. With the walkway that goes across and the edging, and they did a great job around the stairway and our poles, and good job, huh?
Good job.
And a great price. And so we've got them in the queue. We had a couple other projects we talked to them about, because we'd actually like to close this up. See, if you look, this little thing here is open, so we use a tarp to try and keep the wind and the rain out. But we'd like to close this up and then just have some opening windows at the top to allow air in and stuff like that. And also, if this is closed in here all the way to, I don't know if you can see that beam up there, all the way down to the ground, we'd like to have this area closed in as well. So there's just a doorway here where you see the walkway. This would be the doorway in and out. There won't be an actual door, but it'd be the doorway. And then the same thing over on this side too. If you can see, there's a pole up here, and come down to the floor and close this area in right here as well. And that way we can put storage, and the refrigerator that's inside the house could come out here and it'd be protected. You could put some more shelving and stuff like that. And so that we talked to him about. That's on the list of things to do. And some other surprises that we're not going to share with them yet, but we'll be talking about them soon. But anyway, our kitchen's a done deal. We can start moving everything back in. And we're waiting for the big rain, the water, to see if the water goes from there and slopes all the way down and goes out into the garden. What do you think?
Should be good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good too, because we saw that when they did the line and they had the levels and everything on here, so I think it's got a good slope to it. So anyway, got a lot of stuff to do to get everything back in here before dinner time so we can cook again, because we've been like camping. This is glorified camping already. We were actually camping last night, trying to eat and stuff. Anyway, we'll get busy and hope you like our kitchen. And yeah, we'll see what it looks like when we get everything back in too, because it looks big now. But once we get all the tables and the cooking top and everything back in, it'll get smaller for sure. But anyway, good job. The guys did a great job. Well, it's sunset, as you can see, and we're dining in our new kitchen. Look at that. Oh, that floor looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And what are we having for dinner anyway? Just yeah, it's chicken and coconut milk and an omelet. Yeah, so that's what we're having for dinner, and enjoying the sunset and enjoying our new kitchen, right?
Yeah.
How many thumbs up for the new kitchen?
2.
How many thumbs up for my cooking?
2.
That's 4 thumbs up. Sounds good. See ya. Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.